What's up, guys? My name is Tony. Welcome back to Her Story. In the last episode, we listened to her sing Wind and Rain, which was an interesting song. I don't know if that's the official name of it, but I'm going to assume. Okay, that's the only drown. Rain. I'm getting nothing out of either of these. Okay, blonde. Alright, this is what I'm looking for. I wrote down a lot of things after that song.
I think he spoke to Helen.
Helen.
She said he was upset about her argument, but I'm not sure what else he said. He likes Helen. He likes blondes.
That's gonna have something to do with something. I'm gonna look up Helen after this.
Could the hairs have come from somewhere else? I mean, could they... We have a lot of dolls in the attic. There's a Rapunzel doll with long blonde hair. Could they have come from there?
I don't know. They could have.
This other person doesn't exist. I don't know what the blonde wig is, but it could be anything. Have you looked at the cat flap?
Wig. Alright. Is that it for that? We're gonna look up wig. Actually, we're gonna look up Helen first. Okay, we're gonna look up wig then. This is when they found it, I assume. I'm gonna add this one to the session also.
A wig? You mean... But what type of wig?
So she knows what the wig is, obviously. I'm gonna add that one to the session as well. What time is this? 15... It's 10 minutes after. So that's when she starts to bring up Eve. Okay.
No, I've never worn a wig. What kind of wig?
It's a wig. What kind of wig? I feel like I have to search that up specifically.
The parents decided there would be a wedding. And after the wedding, Hannah moved in with his parents. There was no way I could follow, so we were separated again. I stayed in the attic. It was hard. It's like I suddenly didn't exist. I would sneak out, but in case anyone recognized me, I started wearing a wig. Hannah and I would meet up in the park. I was trying to get pregnant, but I couldn't. I mean, I couldn't do it with anyone we knew, so it was sex with strangers, drunk guys I'd met in clubs, parks and alleyways. I was 17. It felt like I was being punished. But it was Hannah who had betrayed us. I had to stop when one of the guys gave me an STD. When we met up, it was disturbing. For the first time, my reflection, she didn't look like me. She was fatter, flushed. If anything, I was getting skinnier. I found it hard to look sometimes. We talked about what to do. Was it time to become our own people? I mean, that seemed like the right thing to do, but neither of us wanted it. We agreed that her and Simon would get their own place as soon as possible, and then I could move in. And that was the plan.
I don't know. I knew that face was gonna happen. That was way too dramatic of one. Wow, I really don't know. Is she like, does she have multiple personality disorder? Maybe she's Hannah and Eve. She has to be Eve. That just makes sense. But then he married Hannah. I'm really confused. Okay.
This was about 9. I went round and she was waiting for me. She was furious and so angry, the kind of anger you can only have towards yourself. We screamed at each other, argued, cried, we fought. I hit her back, left a bruise. I had my wig on from performing and she tore it off. Eventually, we grew tired of fighting and I left.
Okay. Huh. I just wrote down a reflection. That's one that's got to be. Okay. We're getting... These are like the ending ones, it looks like. Or towards it, at least.
Yes. The first time we saw each other, it was strange. We both realised at the same moment, I think. We must have seen each other before, but there was this instant when we first realised it wasn't a reflection. The reflection was staring back. I think I was 5. It was my birthday. My reflection was wearing a party hat and waving. I knew what party hats were from books. And it suddenly occurred to me, today must be my birthday. I waved back and we just spent ages waving at each other and copying each other's movements.
Oh, no. Okay. I'm afraid to keep going after that. Oh, jeez.
Mother wanted me to grow my hair long, but I kept cutting it myself. I wanted to look like my reflection. She always had short hair when she was little. Mother would hide the scissors, but I would find a way. Cut it with a bread knife, something like that. My reflection would always leave her house and go on adventures, but I never could. Mother taught me at home, and I had books and TV. Oh, TV was magical, but it was only on when it wanted to be, so I spent a lot of time reading books.
Only on when it wanted to be. All right. Interesting.
I wanted to see my reflection. I thought that if I touched her, something would happen. We would become one. One girl. The fairy tale was over, the witch was dead, and I'd be restored to my rightful place.
Okay. These are different people, I feel like. The faces popping up. Did I ever look up mirror? I had to have. Yes. 11 entries found. Okay. I'm not 100% sure what to look up next. We're gonna go with the... Did we already do this? No. The Rock is the pub, for anybody who forgot.
Oh God, I don't know. I mean, I guess the Rock. You've spoken to everyone there. Someone must have seen where he went. I don't know. So many things could have gone wrong.
Okay.
No, no one has been in the last few weeks. We had a plumber come in 3-4 weeks ago. Someone summoned you from the Rock.
Okay. Pub? If you look up pub, is that going to give us more information about the Rock? Okay.
No, not drugs. I mean, he drinks, but never very much. He goes to the pub and has 1 or 2. Sometimes we go together. He drinks wine with food, but no, he doesn't have any kind of drinking problem.
Okay. I feel like there's something big I missed. Some big search term that I'm supposed to be typing in.
God, I don't know. Could be anyone. Maybe someone followed him back from the pub. But why would he let them in? Doesn't make sense.
Um, hmm, hmm, hmm. I wrote down a couple more things. I just wasn't sure if I had already typed them in or not. I should really start marking them off.
I think it was that time, the first time at the house, in his bed, that I got pregnant. Amazing, right? This fucking magic sperm. And they say lightning doesn't strike twice. I didn't tell him. I missed 3 periods. I had pretty irregular periods anyway, but 3. I had always thought we were infertile. Both of us. I didn't tell him. Just waited. Hannah and I were meeting for our birthday, and I told her because I thought she would be happy for us both. I think she was.
All right. Only those 2. Okay. Well, I thought I was gonna get some more out of that. These are all new. Okay. Well, interesting.
I got pregnant. Both our parents had a big powwow. We weren't even in the room. And they decided we should get married.
Okay. I'm also going to look up blonde wig instead of just wig, see if that does anything. I'm not sure if I looked that up yet. There's a lot of things I feel like I'm repeating.
Yes, I'm fine. I won't be sick again. This happens some days. I'm pregnant. It's morning sickness.
I'm going to look up sick after all this is done. Sick and blonde wig, I feel like are going to lead somewhere. Sick, I feel like will definitely lead somewhere. I feel like that was a hint.
Well, yes. You found out on my birthday. I told him I was pregnant.
Okay.
It's Rapunzel. The story starts when she's born. Mother Gothel, a witch, takes Rapunzel from her parents and keeps her locked up in this tower. Rapunzel gets pregnant by the prince, and Mother Gothel is furious, so she cuts off her hair and throws it. Actually, her hair's already short here, so that's already happened. But she throws her into the wilderness, and Rapunzel is reunited with the prince, who's blind. But she kills him with her tears, and so it's a happy ending. Is that too much?
It's a happy ending. That's the achievement I got. Rapunzel, she's brought up more than once, so that'll be an interesting search term as well. We're going to look up sick first. Not as many as I thought there would be. I thought we were going to have it before, like, she got sick during the session.
I was living in the attic. It was a very hard time. I was depressed, was still pretty sick of the STD. And I came down one morning and they were dead. They were in bed and both had been sick. They'd thrown up a lot. And I'd slept through it. The police said it was the mushrooms they ate. Dad was a mushroom expert. He used to take us picking with him and he taught us how to recognize them. And there's no way you would have picked death caps. But the police believe that's what happened. They never even looked in the attic.
Okay. I think that's gonna do it for this episode. Yeah, you know what? Let's go a little bit longer. Let's go. What was the next one I was gonna look up? Crap. If you look at my notes right now, you can't, but it's everywhere. Oh, Rapunzel was the main one. There we go.
Sorry. The picture, the way it's drawn, just reminded me of the books we used to read as children. I read those fairy tales over and over, and they were so real to me. Rapunzel was my favourite. My brain is just full of it. Are any of these in colour?
Okay, so what I'm thinking, because she mentioned Rapunzel, and then she mentioned her reflection having short hair. I don't know if she has some want to be a part of a fairy tale. Let's do like a little recap after we watch these clips, and then we'll end it off.
Did I pass? Sorry, I messed it up with all that Rapunzel stuff. Do you need me to do that card again?
Okay, so they're looking at the cards, and I forget what those cards are called, but I know they have a name, so I might look those up.
We were obsessed with fairy tales. Not just the pretty ones, but the traditional ones. They were dark and real, bizarre and violent. Felt like life. We had this huge old book that I think Mum must have bought from a library sale. The illustrations had thin tracing paper over them to protect them. They were in colour, shiny plates. At the front of the book was an index of illustrations. We read that more than the actual stories. We'd read aloud the captions and flick between the pictures. There was something intimate about peeling back the tracing paper, undressing the pictures. Rapunzel's hair is cut. The eagle plucks out his heart. The princess pricks her finger.
Okay. So she has an obsession with fairy tales. I'm still not 100% sure what is going on with her and Hannah. If Hannah, I assume Hannah was her sister. Maybe they were the same person. There was an affair, obviously, if they both were pregnant via Simon. But if Simon got both of them pregnant, it's just, everything's so confusing. I'm trying to keep up. And she has this whole thing with Eve. And I don't... She said Eve was her friend, but Eve was her. So if Eve's her and Hannah's the other girl. If you can't tell, I'm all over the place. In the next episode, we're going to look up mushrooms. And we're just going to hope that takes us somewhere. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.